Don't be the bottom bitch. Um, One thing I learned about myself at a very young age, actually, it's not really a very young age. It's more or less was recently. So, what I learned about life is you have no value if you don't create your own value, but you do have intrinsic value. It's just getting other people to respect it and realize it. So therefore, they will realize that you are important once you leave, but they won't realize how important that you are while you're there. Or they might know, but they might not care. Either way, at the end of the day, learn what your limits are, learn what you're willing to do, learn what you're not willing to do. Because at the end of the day, most businesses, most people, most things will push you to past your limits, not to your limits. They'll make sure that you're dead. They'll make sure you're a shell of a person. They'll make sure that when you go out in public, they'll be like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck happened to you? They're not going to really care about the story. They're just going to ask you a question, expect you to be like, oh, I tried to strap myself up by my boots, but I died. Aw, sad. Or they'll just listen to your story and then be like, oh, it should have never happened. Continue to let it happen. Or say, oh, it should have never happened. They ignore you. Or say, oh, it should have never happened. And maybe, very less likely, they'll change the system and make sure that never happens to anybody else like that. But more or less, you're not the only victim. You're just one of the victims. But that's life. Everybody's a victim. You just don't realize it. And also a victim of what? Can you be a victim if you don't realize you're taken advantage of? Yes, you can. It's just 9 times out of 10. If you're not smart enough to know you're fucked, how the hell are you supposed to know you're raped? That's some of the craziest things I've ever heard in my life. People have literally told me rape stories. I'm just like, it's like me realizing I'm autistic. It's like, there's no way in hell. Like, everything lines up, but like, no, 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 no. Everything makes sense, or does it? I don't fucking know. Either way, that was my way of saying I got called into work earlier, or possible potentiality. I'm supposed to be in at 11:30. They will always call me in early. I don't always have to answer. I am not obligated to you until I'm on the clock. For the fact that it's not like I don't personally get along with my bosses and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, my time is my time, and if I use and abuse my time at work all the time, that just means the time that I give to you is the time that I waste on you, which is still the time that I have to myself, which isn't the time that I have to myself if I always give it out. It's my money. I want it now. Now you expect me to talk about money like it's paper, but my money's in energy. It's intertwined into me. So no matter if I'm getting it from you or getting it from somebody else, it's still my money. So I'm gonna spend it how I want to. And right now, I don't feel like spending it somewhere that's gonna keep me for another 13 to 15 hours. I'll come in a little bit later where you can only keep me for about 10 to 12. So either way, if I go in now, they'll probably have me out till 8. I'm not high enough to deal with anybody's shit. You want me ready, right? So don't call me when I'm not ready. Exactly. Fun fact about me. Sometimes I generally do not see a ring. Sometimes. But there are a handful of times I will watch a number ring and just be like, huh. Because I know, people know when you hang up.